Hello students, welcome to Python online classes. Today our topic is list slicing. Today our concept is list slicing. So before I am going to start list about the list slicing concept. Now I want to give list introduction part once again because of some people has not understanding this list concept. So that's why they did a phone call for me. So for those people purpose, I want to explain about the list concept, list introduction part once again. So what is list? What are the elements what type of elements we need to store in that? So in this session, we will discuss. Now let us start our session. So for your understanding purpose, I am opening IDLE shell window. CMD command prompt is also enough. Through command prompt we have a chance to open the Python shell window also. So this is command prompt opening window. This is command prompt window. In this Python word you have to type and press enter key. Automatically Python shell window it will open. Python shell window it will open. So okay, Python list is a container. Python list is a container. For that I am opening one Microsoft Word window also. List is the heading. The first point is Python list is a Python list is a container. Python list is a container which holds the items, or nothing but elements also. We can pronounce elements also. Sometimes we can call elements, sometimes we can call items, but both are same inside the square brackets. Inside the square brackets we can use and separated by commas. Next, Python list is a data structure. Python list is a data structure. Python list is a data structure that is capable of holding different types of data types. Data types are nothing but what? Maybe int type values, integer type of values, maybe character type of values, and also floating type of values, and also string type, etc. And also different types of data types it can hold because of it is a container. It is a container, so that's why. Then again, now I am creating a list. The syntax is list creation syntax. Now we have to see about the how to create the list in Python. So that syntax we have to see right now. List creation syntax. How it will create? How it can create? By using simple list. List equal to, this is list underscore name. List name we can use, and in between square brackets we can use the elements. Element 1, element 2, element 3, like that, etc. If you want more elements, then you can add in that. So that is the syntax. Now we can see the real-time example. How to create the list? List name. List is nothing but it can hold number of elements. It can hold number of elements, and those elements are maybe same type or different types. Those elements are maybe same type or different types. So here I am creating fruits list. In between square brackets, now I am configuring alphabets, strings. So that's why in between double quotes I am using these names, and this entire name is called an item or an element. Apple is one fruit. Next, second element. From one element to another element we can separate by using commas only. But if it is a number, if it is integer type values, then double quotes are not required. But if it is a string, compulsory in between double quotes we need to write that elements names or item names. Apples, oranges, bananas, like that. In fruit shop we have 3 types of fruits. So that's why fruit list created. This fruit list refer to, these fruits refer to this fruits variable refer to fruits list, and in syntactically this one, and this is the syntax, and this is example. Now we have to see about the creation of list in the practical. So for that I am opening one command prompt window. Either command prompt you have to open, or ideally shell window also we can open. So now I am opening command prompt, and this is the convenient way to use. So that's why I am opening command prompt. So by default the command prompt is showing like this. In this I want to access Python shell window also. So for that the Python variable we need to type here and press enter key. Automatically that Python shell window communicate from command prompt to Python shell window. Understand? In your screen if you see 3 greater than symbols, then this is called Python shell window. Understand? And from here to here, if you can see in your laptop or in your system, then Python is not connected to in your laptop or system. So again you have to type Python keyword and press enter key. Automatically from command prompt window to Python shell window it can open. Next, here I am creating one list like a fruits equal to open square bracket, in between apple separated by comma, oranges, comma, bananas, and my list contains 3 types of items. What are they? First one is apple and second one is oranges, third one is banana. So these three combination I have created fruits list. Now I am pressing enter key. If you want to know the type of fruits variable, then type function you can use. In between these two brackets, functional brackets, that fruits variable you have to pass and press enter. All of you carefully observe. Here what is the type it is showing for the fruits? List na. So if you use square brackets, automatically Python compiler can understand it is a list. So like that, items list I am creating in between square brackets 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Like that, 5 elements I have stored in this items and press enter key. So if you want to know that items, type, then you can use the inbuilt function type. In between the parenthesis brackets, you have to pass the items variable. Then it will find out and press. And now I am pressing enter key. It will show the output for us, and it is also one of the list type. But this complete list belongs to integer type, because of here I have passed only numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. These all are numbers. So these all are numbers. These all are integer types. So the list is also belongs to integer type. And before, one example I have explained like a fruits and apple, oranges, bananas, and these are the string format. So this list is string type of list. But in list we can maintain the duplicates also, and in list we can maintain combination of integers, strings, and also floating point numbers. I mean fraction part is also we have to maintain, no problem. So student info I am creating, student information list I am creating in between square brackets. First of all, 101 is student hall ticket number and student name I am configuring here, like Pavan is the name and separated by comma. Here the result is 8.5. All of you carefully observe. In the student info list, integer type also I have added, and string type also I have added, and fraction part is also I have added. This complete list it can support or not. Now we can check. Now I am pressing enter. Okay, it is not showing any error. It is not showing errors. So the list has created by different multiple data types items. Different types of multiple data items. If you want to see that one, then student underscore info. Press enter key. So all the data it is representing on the student info list na. So like that. So list is a container. It can hold integer type, string type, fraction type, etc. or any other type or any combination of any type. It can maintain because of it is a container. And duplicates also it is maintaining. The list has maintained duplicates also. 10, 20, 30. 3 elements we have. Again I am passing 10, 20, 30. So now items list contain how many elements? 6 elements. Now I am pressing enter key. So duplicates also it has created by items list. So items, if you want to see all elements stored or not, then simply you can type the list name and press enter key. Automatically all the data it will present on the screen. So 10, 20, 30 and 10, 20, 30 it is printing same na. So duplicates also it is maintaining by the list. It is maintaining by the list. So list creation also completed, and also now accessing list. Now accessing list. exit of. If you want to close Python shell window from the command prompt, exit of function we can use. It is a predefined function. All of you carefully observe. If I use exit of function, directly it is showing the starting URL. Now I am clearing the screen. CL space SCR. Sorry, CLS. So if you want to clear any DOS, if you want to clear DOS screen, CLS command is very useful. CLS means clear the screen. So again I am opening Python shell window because of our syntaxes are completely belongs to Python. So that's why Python shell window must and should be required to do different kind of operations. Now I am pressing enter key. Now I am creating the one more list, items list I am creating. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 6 elements I have created with items list. Now accessing lists. How to you access the list? Items. Press enter key. So if you want to print all the elements from the list, simply you can use the items list, items variable, and then press enter key. Automatically the list contain how many elements it has, then all those elements it will print on the screen. So now I want to print only third element. Now I want to print only third element. How it can possible? How it is possible? So list items can store like this. All of you carefully observe. How it can store? Actually in the list, how many elements we have? 6 elements, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. These 6 elements are stored in the contiguous memories location. Contiguous memories locations. So 6 columns, 1 row. 6 columns, 3 rows. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So all of you carefully observe. So like that, side by side, the memory will allocate by the list items. For each and every item, it can store a different memory cell address. But side by side, those elements can store. And if you want to access in between, if you want to access individual elements, indexes are very useful. So list also index based. List created with index based. So the first index starts with 0. Second index starts with 1. Third, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that, 6 elements it has created. And negative index also it can maintain. The list contain negative index also. But negative index can start with only -1, and from the last elements it can start. From the last element it can start -1, -2, -3, sorry, -3, -4, -5, -6. So this is index based. The first one is normal index and second one is negative index. Normal index can start with from the first element to last element. But normal index can start with starting with 0. But negative index also it has created by the list. But negative index can start with from the last element. Here last element is what? 60. So that's why the last element can indexed by -1. Like that, second element, third element, in the reverse order it can take. In the reverse order it can take. Now you can understand now. So index is you can understand. Now in practically you can see. Now I want to print third element. So that's why in between square brackets I am using 3. Here 3 is index number. So 40 value it is printing now. So 10 is the 0 index, 20 is the first index, 30 is the second index, 40 is the third index. Third index value is 40. So that 40 value it is printing on the screen. Now understand now? If you want to print all items, then simply you can type items variable. All data items it will print on the console. But if you want to access individual elements, index is very important. By using index, it can print individual elements. And negative index also you can see right now. -4. So -4. In the -4 index, 30 is the value. All of you carefully observe. Negative index can start with from the last element now. So in the 60 -1, 50 -2, 40 -3, 30 -4. So in the -4 index, 30 is the value it is printing. So the list content 30 is the value in the -4 index. So like that negative index also it can maintain. And different types of operations we can do on the list. My underscore list equal to ten, 20, 30. This is this is my list. For your understanding purpose, this my list variable I am changing with the name of list1. With the name of list1. And list2 also I am creating 40, 50, 60, 60. So these two are two lists with integer type. And list3 also I am creating. Now I am adding these two lists into a single list. List1 contains 3 elements 10, 20, 30. List2 contains 40, 50, 60. 3 items we have. The list1 contains 3 items. The list2 contains 3 items. Now I want to combine these two lists into a single list in the name of list3, that one also. So list1 plus, so as it is we can use, if it is a capital letter then you can use a capital letter. If it is a lowercase letter you can use lowercase letters. Then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, these 6 elements need to add in, and after addition completion, then all those elements has to be stored in this list3. Practically you can see right now, list1 in between square brackets 1, 2, 3, okay, 3 items we have, and list2 equal to in between square brackets 4, 5, 6. Now I am creating list3 also is equal list1 plus list2. So list3 I am using and pressing enter key. So list3 contain how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So list1 elements and list2 elements, all those combined within list3. Understand? Like that addition operation we can do on that. And list3 contain how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to do multiplication operation on this. So actually multiplication is nothing but if you have two operands, if you want to do any multiplication operation, those operands values it can multiply by 1 to each other, and finally one value it can represent on the screen. Am I correct or not? But here the operation is different. Here the operation is different. Here list3 into 2. What it will print? Now I am pressing enter key. All of you carefully observe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 times it is printing now. The list3 is printing 2 times because of Now I am giving the instruction 2. If it is 3, then 3 times it will print. 3 times it will print. Here multiplication operator works like a repetitions, works like a number of times. The list contains 6 elements. The list contains 5 elements here. Actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 6 elements we have. So these 6 elements I want to print 2 times. So for that multiplication operator I have to use here, and 2 number I have given here. So by multiplying this 2 with star symbol, and it can print 2 times. It can print the elements 2 times. If you give 3, then 3 times it will print. Like that, if you give 4 times it will print. So that is the operation we have to do with the multiplication star symbol, nothing but asterisk symbol. Now I want to delete a list, deletion operation, and addition operation is also has completed, and multiplication is also has completed, and next finally deletion operation. List contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 elements we have. Now I want to delete 4th element. So that's why delete command I am using list. Along with list, index is also I am applying. So 4th element I don't want. Here 4th element is nothing but, 4th element is what? 5th number. 4th index contains 5th number. So it has deleted by the delete command. Now whether it is deleted or not, we need to check now. So again that list I am typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 element has 5th element has deleted now. 4th element has deleted, because of in the 4th index 5 is the number it has the list. Now I want to update list. So how to update? Here already one element I have deleted now. That element is what? 5. But it is available in the 4th index. Now I want to add that element in the I want to update. Now I want to update list. Now I am creating one more list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 elements we have in this list. If you want to know, then check this. Just type the list variable and it will print the whatever the elements it has. That elements, all those elements it will print on the screen. So like that. Now list, in the 3rd place I want to add 99 is the element. Actually in the 3rd place what it has? 0th index 1 number it has, and 1st index 2nd number it has, 2nd index 3rd number. So 3rd index 4th number we have. Instead of 4, 99 will store in this. If you write like this. Now I am pressing enter key. Again I am pressing list. So all of you carefully observe. 4 number replacer with 99. Na? So like that update operation we have to do. Like that update operation we have to do. And in previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 then 5th element, 4th index it contains 5th element, 5th number element. How to add that one? List list equal to fifth is the number. Wait, list contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 elements we have. In this, deleting list index 3. So third element I am deleting. Now the list contain 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the third index place, fourth number is the element we have. 4 is the item we have. So now I want to add this one. And how to add this one? Append operation is there. Okay, list dot append four. So all of you carefully observe, fourth element it has added in at last now. If you want to sort, list dot sort of. Okay, it has sorted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the as it is order, it has as it is order came now right now by using different kinds of predefined functions. So these all are how to add one element, how to create the list, and how to adding the elements, how to appending the elements, how to deleting the elements, how to modifying and how to updating. All those things we have now right now. So these all are list introduction. These all are comes to list introduction part. In the next class, we will discuss about the list slicing operation. List slicing. Today I am ending this session, and tomorrow I will explain list slicing. So all of you carefully observe and listen. Thank you very much.